How's it going, guys? And welcome back to another video. It's me, Cam from Cam Scotland, and welcome back to a Chelsea versus Crystal Palace match preview. And today, I've only gone and got you a very rare species of Crystal Palace fan, so we
Yeah,
can talk about stuff
rare are these
before we get
days.
into the video. I'm going to plug his Instagram. Show him support because he needs it. Crystal Palace.
Need those vital followers on Instagram.
Exactly. But
I'll break the 50 follower mark eventually.
let's get straight into the lineups. Now, as you're the guest, I'm going to go first. So, Chelsea, in my opinion, are going to play a 4-3-3. They've done pretty well against Palace in previous thing. Mendy in goal, Chilwell left back. Partnership of Thiago Silva and Kurt Zouma. Remember Big Kurt, Will, against Benteke?
A lot of bad memories of Kurt Zouma.
Big boy Reece James with Kante and Cover. Lamb is going to be Mount. Cam is going to be Havertz. Ram is going to be Hudson-Odoi. And up top is Timo Werner.
Do you think Hudson-Odoi will play?
I think so. He played pretty well.
He played well during the Carabao Cup.
He needs to show himself because there's been rumours of him leaving. But less about Chelsea. Let's go into Crystal Palace's team.
Well, we all know Roy Hodgson. He's a pretty standard manager. I reckon we'll play 4-4-2. I think Zaha's done fairly well recently because he's been given a bit more of a free role up top, and then Ayew's sort of the main threat. Obviously, Batshuayi can't play for us this weekend.
Yeah, the batsman can't.
He's been not great so far, to be honest. He's had I saw in the Bournemouth game he played the whole 90 minutes and he had about 6 touches. I'm pretty sure was what he was recorded. But I guess in our system we kind of want him to just finish.
Yeah.
Be that fox in the box. Yeah, which is kind of what we've been missing for the last few years. But Benteke played a bit last week. He looks like he could be coming back from injury, from his broken toe, from when he kicked Ezri Konsa or someone like that. I think it was one of the Aston Villa defenders that broke himself.
Nice.
But yeah, hopefully he can reignite the goal scoring form against Chelsea. I'll always remember the goal at Stamford Bridge. And Zaha plays Benteke through on goal. He just fake shots Courtois and just dinks him. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
it's pure talent from Christian. I still think we can get a 10 to 15 goal a season from Christian Benteke. But depends. We don't play to suit his needs. But hopefully he'll get back on the mark this weekend and give Jordan Ayew and Batshuayi a bit of competition. And then I think we'll play. We'll definitely play Guaita in goal unless he's injured, which doesn't seem like he's injured. Cahill looks like he's coming back, but I don't reckon he'll play.
Yeah, no. We don't want to pull his hamstring again.
I reckon we'll play a very similar team to what we played last week. Pretty much, probably the exact same starting lineup. I can't really imagine Cahill, Tompkins, or Van Aanholt coming home for the game. And I think Mitchell pocket Hudson-Odoi all game. Not gonna lie, I think Joel Ward will just show his class against. Who did you have at left mid? Who did you say was going to play at the left wing? Mason Mount. Yeah, Joel Ward pocketed. And then
however, I think the biggest injury for you
playing.
Biggest injury for you is Jeffrey Schlupp.
Yeah, Sloppy Poppy.
I'm not even joking. He's one of your best players,
goat, man. He's such a versatile player. He gives Mitchell such good cover at left back because he's obviously only 20 years old, and
he would be giving Reece James problems, but no more.
Yeah, he's dangerous up front. He was one of our top scorers last season. I'm pretty sure. Converted left back to converted wide man to converted striker. He's quality, but I reckon Kouyaté as well, the new Koulibaly. Yeah. Obviously traded places for his Senegalese counterpart. He's doing a shift at centre back. Him and Sakho will play, and hopefully Sakho doesn't. He's been playing well recently, so hopefully he'll do a bit of a madness. Then we'll play the double pivot of McCarthy and MacArthur in midfield.
Pivotal to your game, really, pretty much.
I reckon 70th minute, Riedewald will come on for one of them because I think he's getting back fit and he had a really good preseason. Townsend will play, and probably Benteke and Ayew. Oh no, not Benteke and Ayew. Zaha and Ayew up top. It'll be dangerous unless Ayew gets dropped, which is very
no Eze.
unlikely. Oh, Eze left mid.
Oh,
Eze will play left
okay.
mid.
Now,
Yeah,
I think the big problem with Crystal Palace against Chelsea is, I'm not being funny, Crystal Palace is a bit of a bogey team for Chelsea.
Really?
They've
I'm pretty sure we've won like twice in like the last 11 games.
Think about it. The last
been a long
performance, very shaky.
Yeah.
It probably should have been a draw. I remember lots of little wins at Selhurst Park for Crystal
beautiful.
Palace.
John Terry, the real Palace fan.
Other than Man United, I think Crystal Palace are probably the best team to play against Chelsea because, am I wrong in saying you're a pretty counter-attacking side?
Brighton are obviously
Scum.
They're not. I don't want to say that they're good, but they're playing like all right football. West Brom a dog.
That was.
But Chelsea's just leaky at the back.
Exactly.
You guys.
That's why I think it's going to be a problem.
I'm pretty sure you conceded 3 goals in like 4 of your last 10 games. I think. I'm pretty sure it's a struggle for you guys to not concede 3 goals.
Yeah, I mean, Crystal Palace are very clinical with their chances, like we saw against Man United. So I mean,
don't let
them
Zaha
against our
be
defense
on his right foot in the box mainly.
Yeah,
he'll usually finish it. Although
another thing, Chelsea are shit against low block defences, and Crystal Palace are just very good at defending. Roy Hodgson knows his stuff.
So beautiful. He knows how to hold a lead, and even with Mamadou Sakho and Cheick Kouyaté at centre back, we're usually pretty good at clean sheets. That's all he wants. He says to them before the game, "I want clean sheets, guys. Come on." But yeah, I'm pretty sure Zaha's got like one of his best scoring records is against Chelsea.
Yeah, he's looking good in form.
Pretty sure. He scored 3 goals, 3 games. It's pretty decent. But I'm pretty sure it's like 6 goal contributions in 12 games or something against Chelsea. He's usually one to get on the score sheet, but that's probably against most teams. Like he's the only one that scores for us.
Yeah, really. For injuries, I mean, as I said, Pulisic is on the bench, and he, is pretty good against scoring against Crystal Palace. So he might come on the 70th minute and exploit your arses. But apart from that, I think it's going to be a pretty good even game.
Well,
unless Timo starts scoring.
Depends how he comes back. Yeah, it depends how. If Werner starts playing well, then our defense is not very equipped for pace.
Yeah, I haven't got the fastest defense.
Mamadou Sakho is a slow lad. He's chunky. He's not the most agile. Kouyaté is just he's not really a centre back, but he's done well.
He slotted in.
Yeah, beautifully. He's just matured. Same with Joel Ward. He's aged so well, like a fine wine.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, he's putting a shift.
Proper nice Brexit 4-4-2.
Yeah, unless you guys, I reckon, unless Pulisic or unless one of your new signings up front starts playing like mad, I don't see you guys scoring that loads of goals against us.
Yeah.
I think we're pretty hard to break down. Usually, teams have to be a lot better than us to score. And to get
our midfield isn't very defensive, so I mean the problems are going to be with your explosive attack. And Cover isn't very good at defending either, which is why we probably need Declan Rice, but less than that, the better. Let's just go into predictions for the game. It's at 12:30, early kickoff. I'm saying, I like to be, I always say this scoreline, but I think it's going to be 3-1.
3.
I don't trust Chelsea's defence enough, but I trust our attack a bit more. So 3-1. But
I don't think you'll score. I think you'll score 2 max.
I mean,
it's very rare teams put 3 past Palace. but I mean, it
I
could
mean,
be
yeah,
with your £200 million attack. I mean, it's
I bloody
likely.
hope so. I'd
Yeah,
like to have an improvement of the 3-2 we played like 3 months ago.
yeah.
That is my
Well,
thinking.
I think you're right that you'll score more than one. I think you'll score two. But I think it'll be 2-2. I'd like to think we could put two past Chelsea's defence
Yeah,
with the
but I
form of
mean,
our
if Thiago
players.
Silva stops, not defending and actually gets in
No, he'll,
form,
he'll
it
get
could be a
done.
problem. Could be a problem.
Jordan Ayew's going to run rings around it.
So you're basically
So
saying
dangerous.
Crystal Palace are going to have like one of their best starts of the season ever and going to
Yeah,
ruin
well, we have.
Chelsea's hopes.
We've had a
Yeah,
very good start to the season. Like win against
yeah.
Man
If it wasn't for
United,
the
win against
handball law,
Southampton. We would have drawn. We should have drawn against Everton.
yeah, you would have
Possibly
been up
even
there on the
won.
table. So
Everton. I've been saying, Everton aren't that good. Like
yeah,
they've realistically jammed their way to making people think that they're good because they've
because
signed
there's
James Rodriguez,
flashy signings.
who
Yeah,
makes nice passes across the pitch. But they beat Spurs, which isn't that hard currently. I might regret that, but Newcastle drew with Spurs,
yeah,
and they beat West Brom, who are dog, and West Brom had a manager sent off and Kieran Gibbs sent off.
yeah,
And they barely beat us due to a dodgy handball.
yeah. I know.
I think it will
I
run
watched
out.
that
I
game.
think the Samba FC will crumble.
Yeah. So I just, for the viewers, you got to put respect on Crystal Palace's names because that,
I think
last season the form was bad, but they're playing really well at the moment.
Well, our last season, it's always injuries that screw us over. Like because we just don't have a deep squad. Like you guys have quite a deep. Well, top teams just do have better squads. Like you have like players like Hudson-Odoi, like Loftus-Cheek that can come off the bench and make a difference. Where they would start for us.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and that's always what happens whenever players get injured. Well, like I'm saying, like three of our probably main back line are injured currently. So when Cahill, Tompkins, and Patrick Van Aanholt come back, that's 3 of 4, and Nathan Ferguson, who we're going to hope is good enough to replace Joel Ward although Ward's putting in some vintage performances recently.
So, any surprise packages you think are going to perform well again, or we should look out for the Crystal Palace team?
Who plays right back? Reece James.
Reece James or Azpilicueta.
Who will start? Reece James.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Yeah, I think.
So you're saying Eze is going to rip Reece James a new one?
No, he won't rip him a new one. But I think Eze is going to start definitely. Yeah. I don't think Schlopp's back from injury. I don't know why he's injured, but I didn't really hear about it. I'm just pretty sure he's gone. Yeah, I think Eze will play well. I think Zaha will just score probably. I don't know. Eze he'll miss a few passes. Is my guessing, but he'll also. I've never seen a player look as comfortable on the ball as he is. Like he literally never looks down when he's playing. Like he's just fine with just having it, and especially when there's a couple players around it. And I think when we start him, because teams are so used to just putting a few men on Zaha, and just sticking
win
overloading
fouls.
one side.
Him and Ayew, just ridiculous winning fouls.
Surprise package. I think will be Andros Townsend. I think people don't rate Andros Townsend enough, and he's
on his name.
He said himself that he had a poor year last year. I think he's got something to prove. I think he'll run. Depends, because I don't know if will Chilwell play. That's the question.
I hope so.
Play
I think
the whole
he'll start.
game.
He won't play the whole game, but he will start.
Alonso, come on.
No, he fucking won't.
Andros Townsend will be there.
Andros Townsend, I guarantee, will rip Marcus Alonso a new one.
But no, his wand of a left foot will hopefully make it nice for us. I reckon we could be likely to score in the first half, which is a bit unheard of for us because we never really score in the first half. We try and catch teams off guard a bit. But Yeah, I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I'm hoping we have a positive start and don't just shut up shop
Yeah,
instantly.
I mean, that's what Tottenham did bad. They were too defensive, and we
We just got to
applied the
play our
pressure.
game. Yeah.
If you take the game to Chelsea, that's where they're gonna, not do very well.
I
But
think Roy will
early
know.
kickoff, 12:30. It's gonna be a good little game. I'm actually low key nervous because I
Yeah.
rate Crystal Palace. Hopefully
be.
they're gonna win, but if we smash Crystal Palace, we can always come back to the video and comment "Where was damn?"
Yeah, exactly.
the
You
draw.
could be us 3-0 like very easily.
It is a possibility, but then we could also
No.
do West Brom and just let in
Exactly.
3 because you are better than West Brom. So
I'd like to think so. At
Ridiculous.
least.
if Crystal Palace win, where are they going to be in the table?
We'll have 9 points. And at the start of the season, everyone was saying out of the first 4 or 5 games, they were thinking we weren't going to win any or get like 3 points out of it. I'm already happy. Even if we lose, like I'm happy with our start to the season.
That win against Man United was very important.
6 points from 4 games is like decent for us.
Yeah.
Like, I just want the European tour. All I need now is a good player to come in. One more good player. And it doesn't look like it's going to be
Europa League
Brewster.
contenders.
Yeah.
Yes.
European tour.
You got to talk about who you think you're going to sign, and then the bandwagon will begin for Crystal Palace.
I'd like Palace to sign a striker, really, or another creative player. So either, I don't think Sarr is the answer unless we sell Zaha. If we sell Zaha, then Sarr or Benrahma. But I think
Benrahma would be nice.
If we're going to spend all of our money, I don't think we will. I don't think the insect will get his book out again. I think he's reluctant to spend over 20 mil on another player. But yeah, if I could buy any of our main transfer targets, I'd get Edouard because he just looks like a beast. Like even in the Scottish Premiership, he's got 17 assists and I think 20 something goals. Like.
Yeah,
in like 40 games. That's just mad. But I don't know if he'll downgrade to Palace. Because it is a bit of a downgrade because they're going to be playing Champions League on there or Europa League.
Nah, Europa League. They bottled it.
But we need it. We need Palace. I think we still need more firepower, and then we'd be really dangerous. I still think we should play Eze at 10, but that won't happen. Yeah. That's why I think we need another striker because then Zaha can play on the left rather than Eze, and then we'll have 2 proper strikers up front. Because realistically, the only reason we're playing Zaha up front is because no one else is really that good at finishing. Like
true.
Zaha's not even that. He's not that good at like finishing. He's 1v1. I still think he's probably the best player in the league. Like I still think he rips most defenders 1v1.
Okay.
I still just watching him every week is just insane. I think Tyreek Mitchell has got it. Oh yeah, he'll be a surprise package as well. I think people will realise that he's good. Although he did get exploited last week.
Yeah.
White could have an absolute blinder and save like 4 Giroud headers or something. It all depends because his reactions are good. But last week he cost us a bit, so he's always. I think he hates himself for doing that. Always gets a bit frustrated when he makes errors. I think he'll have something to prove. Yeah, I think there's a couple packages to look out for, but I don't think we'll win. I think we'll be lucky to get a point out of it.
Yeah.
Well, it depends how you play. Because last game we didn't actually play that badly, but you guys made a lot of new signings.
Yeah, it could either be a real rampant destroy of Crystal Palace or a nice little game. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys for watching. Follow Will's Instagram, all that jazz, and shall we do this for the review of the game and get your
aftermatch review? I can do. Yeah.
Right. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you tomorrow in a bizzle.